starting with Raz Rumble.
Good morning, y'all, and again, thanks for joining us. I'll be playing Raz Stillwater. Rick has been over his wizard friends sparingly and wants to help save a little bit of peace back.
All right, next up we have William Roberts.
Hey everybody, this is Joe Matthews. I'll be playing the character William Roberts.
All right, next we have Velcro.
I'll be playing Velcro, your friend.
Freeport, wishing to become a master of arcane and grow past his ancestors' skills.
And then you have myself, Josh Green, playing Luke Skyrunner, not Skywalker, so don't get him confused. He's a halfling rogue. He's caused some trouble in his life, and let's see if he can do better.
All right. Is there anything you guys would like to sum up about the adventure so far, or things you guys remember where we're at, who we're following?
I remember that we were on two paths. One was trying to investigate the curse itself, so we was tracking down cursed ones and seeing what they remembered. What was the other path that we were looking at into, guys?
I think it
Merfolk.
was. I mean, there were some merfolk dealings, but I thought we just got a thing for the asylum. It's just strange happenings around the asylum.
That's right. Because no, we ran into a gang that were called something of the such, correct?
Yeah, we were investigating people that have been to the asylum. Yeah, we were looking for people that worked there. I know we spent a day investigating before we left. And I think we were just getting ready to leave.
Yeah, I remember was that woman was about to get jumped.
I was just about to mention that
you and then we were making our way to the asylum.
Do you guys mind if we stop and grab a drink before we head to the asylum?
What time of day is it, DM? Where are we at? What's going on with that aspect of it?
It is getting to be probably about 6, 7 o'clock at night. It is getting later in the day.
Investigate? Yeah, do we want to go to this haunted asylum like in the middle of the night? Or do we want to go in the middle of the day?
Fear not, friend. The whispered one will see us through if we go at night. No reason to be scared of the shadows.
The whispered one.
Who is this that approaches our table? Are we having a drink now? I'm just going to say.
I would say you guys see I would say probably in his early 20s, young-looking, thin, gangly man approaching you. Probably was listening in on your conversation.
Luke, crazy bomb. Third one. And through the
No, he's not what he was talking about. I would check since he said it's a god.
I mean,
Velcro turns. Oh, this is a god. God, I thought he was. Just hearing whispers.
I'm waiting for Jason to tell.
I thought you guys were talking at the table. I'm
We
sorry.
are.
I'm actually barely catching some of the Discord chat. I was actually playing with my settings. Right now, I would say you guys are sitting at a table in a tavern, and you would have heard them over talking about this asylum that they're getting ready to go check out. You having been in Freeport for a little while now, you would have known about the curses that are happening, and you would have probably heard at least more than one or two rumors about the asylum. It's not unusual to hear screams happening through really pretty much any hours of the day happening from the asylum. I mean, we're not talking about a nice modern day asylum. We are definitely talking about a medieval lobotomy is the first round of help asylum.
Yeah, I understand that. I was actually asking. He had mentioned something about this whispers. Can you say again what you said?
I said the whispered one would see us through. That caught your attention, and then you come over and
Yeah,
I asked you
I was
if
curious
you know
about
the
that.
whispered God.
Oh, that he's
I was
talking
wondering.
about his god.
I know. I was wondering if I could make a check to see if I know anything about that god and like what his believers believe in or something like that.
Sure, make a religion check.
In my book, so that'd be a knowledge religion.
Correct. Okay. This is a very ocean-centric world, so ocean and sea gods are fairly well known, even if they're not all worshipped. You would know this one is kind of a storm god. Um, he's one of the more usually vengeful deities. He's fair but vengeful. If sailors are saying a prayer to this god, it's basically along the lines of "Please don't send a storm to kill us," as opposed to praying to other sea gods, for safe travel in the calm seas. This isn't the god you pray to for calm seas. This is the one you pray for not hurricanes.
You believe in the whispered one. I find that quite interesting. He's a very powerful god. Not very often you hear those who would pray to him due to general fear, but I found it quite interesting.
Oh, the whispered one brings about the most of magnificence of storms, the chaos, the swells, the rains. But I tell you, if you look closely, you'll see the lines that connect it all. Through his help, I shall decode chaos itself.
Well, I'm not the very religious type myself, but I do find it interesting to learn about knowledge. Tell
Come,
me, are you a
sit, have a
clerk?
drink at this seat.
Yes. This is a. You can tell that this is a man fanboying over the fact that there's a person willing to share knowledge and talk to him, like he's not someone who just said shut up and turned them away.
I
Awesome. I'm
invite him
actually
down
looking
to
for a
the
tavern.
table, and I look to the other guys and say, I feel that maybe we should go about 3 bells, 3 in the morning. Go check it out.
Oh, what are you guys talking about investigating?
Sid, we will get to that eventually.
Oh, you don't. I was just curious. I'm from the city of Freeport. I was wondering if I could help you, but if you don't need it, I guess.
No, come join us. Let's order some drinks and we're going to sit down and talk.
So I'm in my head canon right now. He's standing there still talking, and I see Roberts and Skywalker kind of like prodding him down to a table to eat and have some drinks and fill him.
Okay.
I guess.
That's just what
You guys
Raz
good?
sees in his head canon right now. So after
Server comes by and definitely has no problem getting drinks for the table. I'm assuming you all have coin.
more than
Perfect, she says. She'll get you whatever you need for. I can't see it being more than 2 coin for pretty much the entire table. Drinks aren't that expensive here on the
Oh, so you
dock
keep
side of
cutting
town.
out. In and out.
I'm the same way. I'm kind of hearing like every other word from you guys. I'm really trying to just go by what I hear. I'll turn up the quality on the channel. Alright, I turned up the quality on the channel. Hopefully that works.
I'm sorry. I thought that one was done already.
Billy Bob is going to tip the server an extra gold piece to make sure that she lets us know when we're approaching 3 bells.
So you guys are just gonna drink heavily till 3 bells?
Talarian
That's
doesn't.
fine. No.
no.
No, Talarian doesn't drink.
Heavily for Billy Bob or heavily for other people?
I'll say Talarian doesn't drink. He's not a drinker.
Heavily for your individual characters, whatever that is.
Talarian's a drinker now.
Talarian knows he can't hold his liquor at all, so he would probably just order water or at most watered down wine.
Yeah, Rez just orders maybe a couple of glasses of watered down wine and a decent meal.
Okay. Yeah, I really
Single
wish I could
glass of
find
wine.
a tavern.
Yeah.
There's one in the chat.
We have a lot of chats.
I know, I'm looking for it. You just stay.
So
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm gonna turn to the one who I was talking to, who said he was a follower of the Whispered One, and be like, "I didn't really get your name, but my name is Talarian. It's nice to meet you."
Pleasure, pleasure. As I've said before, my name is Raz Rumpel. Sir William, will you introduce yourself? Proper like this time.
My name is William Roberts. I've been a sailor for several years. I've just kind of fallen with this group, and I tend to like them, especially this priest here. I can really jive with the storm god, it seems.
Truly, you're a sailor. Have you worked from the city of Freeport? My family works here. We come from a long line of mages who would like to rent themselves out to the traveling merchants to assist in keeping their ships away from the waters. We're quite expensive, but I'm curious if you've ever sailed with any of them. And I turn to
Girl, mine's a village.
I just getting close.
Do you say that out loud?
Yep, just like that too.
That's why I kind of chuckled a little bit.
Does your god whisper information to you? That seems very useful.
I'm glad you hear someone finally say that. See, when I was young, I drowned in a boating accident and somehow made my way to shore. And that's when I first started hearing the whispers, which led me to find this book. I pull out an old raggedy book of the God of Whispers tenets. I quickly slide it back in as I watch his eyes bulge from his skull.
You quite literally saw him get super excited and then super depressed when you put the book away. Could I read it
My
sometime?
friends and villagers around me think that I got a touch in the head from being so long under the water. So ever so often now, though, I just hear a faint whisper on the wind, telling me which way to go sometimes, telling me nothing more than illusions. Either way, though, I know it is him.
Ah, well, I'm not one to judge. Mages, you see, we're all a little bit crazy. You gotta be to work around the mysteries of the arcane. Nothing like dealing in unintended explosions to make you just a little bit touched in the head.
Good point. All right, well, you guys really don't have very much of an eventful evening here. I mean, it's really going to be as eventful as you make it. Nobody's really going to bother you that much. This isn't a bar known for very rowdy, you know, it's not right next to the docks, so you're not going to have like the same issues you had with people getting super superstitious and pulling an innocent girl out into the docks and get ready to, drown her. Which I assume you led her home because she actually was with you before you decided to, or is she kind of sitting in the background and having a meal too?
I just like leading general knowledge, religions, systems of magic, even.
I can handle
That all kind of jumbled together for me. Can you say?
Wow, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was awesome.